the terrifying grandmother who chases us with a bloody baseball bat, set traps, and has supernatural, immortal powers. Have you ever wondered about the real story behind this world-famous game? This very terrible story is actually full of sad tragedy and trauma. There are important characters in this story. Grandma, the woman we all know. Grandpa, her husband. Angelina, her daughters. Slendrina, her grandchildren. Today, I'll uncover the entire hidden past behind Granny and Slendrina. Why did Granny turn into such a monster? What happened to the victims? Why is this house cursed? And did this event actually happen in real life? Now sit back, make your coffee, because we're on a journey into the unknown story behind Grandma and Slendrina. We are walking in a terrible forest, no sound, just heavy rain and thunder. I feel a strange thing. It's like someone is after me. I'm looking behind me, but there's no one. There is a house ahead. This is Grandma's house. We go there curiously. We are not aware of what will happen to it. Why is this house in the middle of the forest? And at that moment, Grandmother suddenly appears behind us, knocks us down, and locks us in a room. Then we come across a note. You have to escape from here immediately. You only have 5 days. Everything you need is at home. You have to be very quiet because he hears everything, and crazy good luck. We wake up in a room. When we open the drawer in the room, we encounter the words, "Get out of this house." It says 5 days on the table. So this means that Grandma only gave her victims 5 days. These articles and a note we found at home show that we are not the first to come to this house. So there were other victims before us. We continue to inspect the house. We come across Grandma, a grandmother with special powers, weapon-resistant, white eyes, and a bloody stick in her hand. Grandma is a woman who gives hope to her victims and then enjoys killing them. He has blood in his mouth, which means that he feeds on the victims after killing them. One of Grandma's execution methods is the execution table. It is possible to see the project of this table in a corner of the house. Most likely, he made this execution table himself. There is a lot of blood on the ground in the basement. He probably killed a victim here. When we hit Grandma with a shotgun found in the house, we see that she never died. However, when we hit him, he faints for a while. We found a baby crib, but there is nothing in it. But when we throw a teddy bear called a cursed toy into it, the Slenderina appears. In this case, we learn that the Slenderina is dead and her soul is trapped in this world. When we continue to examine the house, we see a woman chained to the wall. Everyone thinks this woman is Grandma's mother, but this woman is Grandma's daughter, Angelina. The person who killed him was his mother, Grandma. Angelina, Slenderina, and Slenderman are dead. So you never wondered why was only Angelina hanging on the wall? Where is the body of Slenderina and Slenderman? There was probably a big trauma. In the continuation of the story, everything will be revealed. There is a game called Child of Slendrina. We find a diary in this game. This is a game made by the same manufacturers in the game. This game is connected to our story. This diary tells the story of the death of Slenderina and her father Slenderman. You heard right, Slenderman, Slendrina's father. July 10th, 1892. Dear diary, today was a very beautiful day, but right now I'm dizzy and nauseous. We went to the park with the whole family. The weather was great. My mom was on an extra good day. It usually doesn't happen like this. He prepared dinner for us when we got home. The food tasted a little strange, but I didn't dare to say anything. My father looked pale and had to lie down right after eating. Now I can hear him from the other room. He's in pain. I feel so much worse now. I'm so dizzy. Grandma's daughter Angelina kills her daughter Slendrina and her husband Slenderman with the poison she puts for dinner. This situation made Grandma very angry, and Angelina was killed by her mother and was chained to the wall because of it. Why did Angelina poison her daughter and husband? We see Angelina, Slendrina, and a baby in the pictures on the wall. Angelina doesn't seem to be sane. In another picture, it seems that the mental health of the whole family is not in place. If you remember, in that letter he wrote to Slenderina, he said that Grandma looked good that day, but it was not normal. There is a baby on the table. There are many myths that say that this baby was the baby Slendrina lost, but the truth was very different. The baby looks exactly like a Slendrina. This may be the baby situation of baby Slendrina, because Slendrina has only one baby, is a human-faced spider. So we can understand that that baby is Slendrina's childhood. This spider is a soul like Mother Slendrina. Why? Because when we kill, the next chapter revives. When we put Teddy in the crib, Grandma's eyes turn red and she gets very angry because Grandma cares a lot about her deceased granddaughter Slendrina. In fact, this is the reason why he poisoned his daughter Angelina and chained her to the wall. He punishes Angelina for this brutal act. Then we find a note belonging to an old victim. Note says, "This is my 5th day at home. He follows me wherever I go and I'm so hurt. My whole body hurt. The last thing I remember before I woke up in this house was that I was driving and my car suddenly broke down. I went out and wanted to see what the problem was, but someone suddenly hit me in the head with a baseball bat. I managed to open some locks on the front door, but that's all. Why does he do these things? I hope someone else doesn't experience what I'm going through if I can't get out of here. If you find this message, I have an important note. Sometimes he hides something in fruits. There is a tunnel next to this note. This tunnel is probably the tunnel where the previous victim tried to escape. We have a car downstairs. Do you think this car belongs to Grandma or a kidnapped victim? I think this car belongs to the victim we just read about. When we open the garage door in front of the vehicle, we see that there is a wall. There is the writing, "You can't escape," written with blood on it. I think Grandma put this car here on purpose. The victims will probably see the car first and hope, then be disappointed when they open the garage door. This is proof that Grandma first gave hope and then killed her victims. When we find all the pieces and run away, we see Teddy next to Grandma on the endgame screen, the toy of the dead child of Teddy, Slenderina. Slendrina is behind Grandma. These two work together while torturing and killing all the victims. Grandmother values her granddaughter, that is, Slendrina. He loves it so much that he killed his own daughter Angelina and chained her to the wall. In our second game, there are both Grandma and Grandpa. Grandpa probably participated in the big wars because he uses guns very well. Grandpa's ears don't hear very well. Probably a mine exploded next to him. And she is immortal like Grandma. When we hit it again like Grandma, it disappears for a short time. There is a coffin on the second floor. When we open it, a vampire comes out of it. This is Slendrina's husband. They have a child, a human-faced spider. Yes, you heard right, it's a spider. We find him in a cage. If we try to kill, Slendrina appears in front of it. He is a soul. Slendrina is trapped in this world as a soul. The reason he's stuck in this world is probably because of his child. His child is immortal. We see that both Slendrina and her child are dead, and their souls are stuck here. In our third game, there is a castle in front of us. This house is a sheltered place with high security. We enter here of our own free will. However, when the grandfather sees us, he shoots with a gun. This time, he puts us in a cell, not a room. There is a skeleton switch right in front of the cell. The skeleton key was put here on purpose. This shows the cruelty of grandparents who aim to kill by giving us the hope of escape once again. We find a cradle in this house again. When we throw Teddy in, we come across Slendrina again. After his soul disappears, a key falls to the ground. Slendrina helps Grandma by scaring us every time until the game is over. However, when we put Teddy in the crib, showing that we understand his point of view, he stops scaring us and helps us. We learn that this situation is not actually a bad situation, it is just that the child treats us like this because of the pain. When we reach the exit door, after completing all the parts grandparents are looking for us, Slendrina appears behind them. As a result, we see that Grandma's entire family has supernatural powers, but the vampire man is dead. Slendrina's husband is a vampire. She seems unaffected by this curse. Then we manage to escape from this house. Have you noticed that you are constantly changing houses? What do you think is the reason for this? They change houses to avoid being caught because the reason is wanted people. This duo sets traps in the house, tortures their victims, gives them hope, and then enjoys killing them. They kidnap their victims by car. When we look at the family, we see that grandparents are married. They have a daughter named Angelina. Angelina, she is marrying Slenderman. Their daughter, Slendrina, was born. Slendrina marries the vampire man, and her child is born a spider. This baby died of a suspicious murder. Slendrina continues to become a ghost due to her uneasiness in her son's death. The baby, like his mother, remains a soul after death. Slendrina and her child are actually vengeful spirits. They seem to be trying to show the pain they are going through. Grandmother and her family are still setting traps for the victims to die. If you remember, there was a note written by Slendrina. It was written in 1892. But 3. The game probably tells the next year because there are camera, monitor, and remote control device systems. This shows that Grandma and her family are immortal and have lived for years, so his family is full of very old people. However, years later, this curse is broken and not all of them are immortal anymore. This event ended with the death of Grandmother and her family after March 17, 1954. This is the true story of Grandma. If you like this video, I make videos like this every week on this channel. If you don't really want to miss this kind of content, subscribe for free now, open all notifications, and like the video, because everything on this channel is very detailed, very high quality and proven. Such videos are decided by vote rate from the community section on my page. You can determine what the next videos will be with the surveys in the community section, my friend. Did the Grandma thing really happen? What would you do if this happened to you? Let's meet in the comments, let's discuss. Take care of yourself, my friends.